is FYI on your TV, brought to you by Hometown News. I'm Kathy Botham. I have got Victoria Gibb-Carsley with me. You're the Executive Director of the Perth and District Community Foundation. You've been here before, but it's been a long time.
It's been a long time, though I've only been executive director for, I think my third year anniversary is coming up. But a lot has happened in 3 years, so it feels like a long time.
All right, all right. You've enjoyed your time there, though.
Oh, I feel so lucky to have this job. It's a wonderful place to be.
Okay,
Yeah.
can you talk a little bit about what you do?
So the Perth District Community Foundation is about 24 years old. It was founded by a group of people in Perth who felt like we needed an organization that could help fund community groups, and that's what we do. We basically raise money in the community, we invest it in the markets, and that makes us a tidy profit, and with those profits, we then give back to the community. So this year we're actually granting out over $300,000 to 29 local organizations. So it's amazing the impact that we're able to have. And the groups that we fund are of course very thankful that we exist.
Absolutely. I saw the list of people that you're helping this year, and it is phenomenal.
Yeah.
You said 29?
Yes.
29.
It's
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
Amazing.
Yeah. All right. Now you've got a
And the other
fundraiser.
thing we do, I'd like to mention too, the other thing we started to do as well as fund organizations is we realized little groups don't always have the capacity to do things like strategic planning and know how to do good grant writing or know about governance on boards and things like that. So we're actually, social media is another thing, we're offering workshops for local organizations, and they don't have to be grantees, but to develop their skills and their capacity. So one of the other pieces that we've taken on in the last couple of years is capacity building for local organizations, just to help them sort of do their own thing. And we can bring everybody together. It's more cost effective than then hiring somebody to do a workshop. And it also builds community in the process and builds connection, which is another thing we want to do.
Absolutely. I mean, grant writing too. I mean, it's very overwhelming if you've never done it before.
Yeah.
That in itself, yes. So you have to do a lot of fundraising then.
Well, so the way we're set up, because we're a foundation, we have funds, and we have funds that are set up sometimes by individuals, sometimes by organizations. Sometimes we're very lucky and people leave us money in their wills. And so we have 66 funds, and most of them have at least $10,000 in them or more. We actually have an endowment now of about $8.5 million. Wow. And that is because of the generosity of donors and because of the growth in the market over the last 20 plus years. But the other thing we've done recently, and this is what our fundraiser is about, is we've established something called the Community Granting Fund. And that allows people who don't have the money to set up a fund for $10,000 to give to the foundation. And the money goes straight into the Community Granting Fund and then is used to grant out to the community. And so people can give $25, they can give $100, they can give $500, they can give $50, it doesn't matter, but it all goes into that fund, and it helps grow that pot of money that we can then give back out to the community, which also we hope helps people feel part of the community and what we're all doing together.
So if you're a person in need, how would somebody get a hold of you or apply for it? How would that happen?
So right now we only grant to charitable organizations, and we won't ever grant to individuals. It's only to organizations. Right. But if you're an organization that wants funding, then what you do is you look for our applications to come up online in September of every year, and you apply, and that application process ends at the end of October every year. And then our grants committee, that's made up of some board members and community members, looks at all of the applications and then decides where the money will go. And so that's our process right now. And we are trying to broaden it so that organizations won't have to have a charitable number to apply, but that involves applying to the CRA for a change in our purposes and all those things. And so that's a thing that we're in the middle of, but we're hoping to do that in the future. All
right. So then you start this process, we said in September?
September, people go online to pdcf.ca, and they will see, grants, and they click on that button, and the application is right there, and they then can apply for the grants on a pretty simplified application form, because we don't want to make things complicated for people.
Right. And so you say 29 recipients got it this year.
This year. Now,
Yes.
what I have to stipulate, we are the Perth and District Community Foundation, so we only grant to organizations that serve people in Perth and District. So we fund Lanark County Interval House because, of course, they serve Perth and District. We fund local organizations based in Perth, serving Perth citizens, like the Table Community Food Center. That's another one. And they also, of course, have opened up a location in Smith Falls,
Yes.
which is great. But if people apply from Almont and they only serve Almont, or Smith Falls and they only serve Smith Falls, we can't fund them. They have to be, it's part of our mandate that we have to only fund people in our jurisdiction. And that's Perth, Tay Valley Township, Lanark Highlands, and Drummond North Elmsley.
No, that's
Townships.
understandable. That's
So,
understandable.
yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. So you do have a fundraiser coming up. Sounds like a lot of fun.
We do. I'll show you my poster.
Yes.
Does that come up straight? So this is the, does it say there?
Yeah.
So this is really exciting. We used to do fundraisers at the PDCF before COVID. Those fundraisers were for the salary of the executive director. And I'm very happy to say that no longer has to happen. So I now have a source of steady salary, which is a really beautiful thing for an employee. Don't have to fundraise for my own job. And so what this fundraiser is for the community granting funds that I was talking about earlier. So all the proceeds of this dance are going to go to the community granting fund, which is a great thing. And it's going to be really fun. I'm not part of the organizing committee. It's all being done by board members and community members. But boy, oh boy, it's going to be a 1960s theme. It's going to be like an immersive experience. It's very like there's going to be a Mad Men lounge. There's going to be a dinner club area where people can sit at big tables and sit. There are going to be games like Kerplunk and Operation and things like that for people to play. There'll be prizes for things like spot dances. There'll be a DJ with dancing. It's just going to be a really fun evening, and bringing people together to just celebrate community and celebrate each other and connect. And, we kind of need that in February.
Absolutely.
It's on the Valentine's weekend, so it's a Valentine's dance, but it's not for couples. It's for the love of community, really. So friends, family, people with spouses, people on their own, whatever, anybody can come.
And you're calling it All You Need Is Love.
All you need is love.
That's
And that
right.
is really all you need to build community, right? Love is really the basis of a community.
That's right. That's right. And that's going to be at Codes Mills in Perth.
It's at Codes Mill in Perth. It's on February 15th, so the Saturday night. It starts at 7 o'clock. Tickets are $100, which is, it's a fundraiser, so it's not inexpensive, but there'll be snacks and music and fun and all that stuff. And also, when you buy a ticket, you get a $50 tax receipt for that. So that helps a little bit. If people want to contribute but they cannot be there, they can buy what we're calling a pay it forward ticket, and you can buy the ticket. You'll get a $100 tax receipt, and that ticket will go to somebody who maybe can't afford to buy a ticket themselves, another community member, which will be nice to make it more inclusive that way. And so, there are ways you can buy a ticket even if you can't be there. And the tickets are at Tickets Please. So people know that, I think, how to get them at Tickets Please. And the other thing I should mention is we're having a raffle. Tickets are $20 each, and the prize is a weekend in Toronto, March 15th, to see Billy Joel. 2 tickets.
Wow.
$500 via gift certificate to take the train if you want to go to see him or take it later. A night at the downtown Toronto Hilton, I think I have the name right, and tickets, of course, at the Rogers Centre, plus a gift certificate to spend at the Rogers Centre on snacks or whatever.
Wow.
So that is pretty cool, and we're only selling 500 tickets. They're $20 each, as I mentioned, and you can get them at Picnic Cafe in Perth at 1865 Rogers Road, or from a board member at PDCF, which you'd have to go online and see if you knew them. So I'd go to the Picnic Cafe if I were you. Tickets.
Excellent. So is the draw going to be the night of the dance?
It is. Thank you for mentioning that. The night of the dance. Of course, you don't have to be at the dance to win, but it is going to be the night of the dance.
Okay.
And there'll be, like I say, other prizes the night of the dance, gift cards. People have donated gift businesses, restaurants have donated gift cards as prizes and things like that. So, yeah, it's going to be fun.
Wonder. And you said it's going to be a 60s theme. Are you going to ask people to dress up if they want to?
We are giving them the option to do that. I think I'm going to dig out some of my mom's stuff, and I'm going to do that. And yeah, it's really people will dress up. I'm quite sure of it.
Yeah, well, it sounds like a fun night. I love the pay it forward idea, pay it forward ticket. That's a great idea.
The committee came up with that, and I think it's brilliant. It's really a nice way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So for more information about the dance and more information about Perth and District Community Foundation, how do they get a hold of you?
So we have a website, which is www.pdcf.ca. And people can email me at info@pdcf.ca if they want. So those are the two best ways to get in touch with us. And there's all kinds of information on the website about everything we do.
Do you have an office? Are you in an office, or do you work from home? Or
I am now. It's so exciting. We've just moved. Well, I had an office before, thanks to the Perth Family Health Center on Lewis Street. We were there for 15 years, but we've sort of grown because of all that's been happening and the generosity of the community. And so we're now in the at 77 Gore Street East, which is in the bottom of the Macmillan Building. If people in Perth know that, it's across from Town Hall, and it was a Carnegie Library built by the Carnegie Foundation at one point, which makes me feel that it's perfect that a foundation is here now. And I used to come to this space when it was the kids' library in Perth. I used to come down for story time, so it's kind of weird that here I am at the age of 60 coming back to the kids' library.
Full circle, yes.
That's great. Yeah. It's wonderful. That's a nice thing about community, right? It's all those intersecting circles. Yeah.
That's right. Well, this sounds like a wonderful event that you've got going on. Once again, February 15th, it's a Valentine's Day dance. All you need is love, mix and mingle dance. Tickets at Ticket Please.
Tickets Please, and it's pdcf.ticketsplease.ca, but you can find it if you go to Tickets Please. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thanks for joining us. Victoria Gibb Carsley, our Executive Director of the Perth and District Community Foundation. Thanks for joining us today.